Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to my channel. It is Bri, and it has been a couple weeks since I uploaded my video of what I packed in my carry-on to go to Korea, and I've been here for 3 weeks now. So a little bit of time has passed. I have just been trying to work on getting in a routine here. I just wanted to talk about everything that I've done in the last couple of weeks. I haven't done too much other than unpacking, and I've been looking for a job, and on the weekends Nick and I have gone out to do some things. I was just gonna update you on what has gone on in these last 3 weeks. It's only been 3 weeks, which is such a short amount of time, but I feel like I have been here for a month now. It's actually crazy, but I have not been necessarily vlogging. I was trying to figure out the best way to go about that. I have a small little digital camera that I've been using, and then I looked at the footage from that and it is so shaky. It looks like an earthquake in every single clip, so that's not gonna work. I'm just too shaky for using a camera that does not have a stabilizing feature, so I just compromised on using my phone, which is great because it's small, compact, it's always with me, and it's so easy to use, and for the most part it's not too shaky. Of course there are clips that are going to be shaky, but that's just what we're working with right now until I can get a job and make some money to pay for better equipment. Let's start at the beginning. So I flew from Tampa International Airport at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's when my flight took off, and there was a beautiful sunrise. I've been all over the world, and Florida, I hate to admit it, has the best sunsets I have seen thus far. Alaska had really pretty sunsets, but this was a sunrise, so it was still just as beautiful. I boarded the plane at 7 a.m. and then I flew to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, and I had about an hour from when my plane landed to when I had to get on my next plane, my connecting flight, and I almost missed it, you guys. I almost missed the flight. I'm like the last person to board. I ran because the tram was not working. Oh my god, I made it. Okay. Like, I literally almost missed the flight because people were taking their time getting off the first plane. Of course, I was towards the back. So, and the thing was, I would have made it, but Dallas, you little silly goose, you. They have like a train system that goes through Dallas, and I went to the tram because the guy sat next to me on the first plane told me how it was. He's been to this airport before, so he's like, go to the tram and then it will take you straight to your terminal. And I was like, easy enough, right? So I go to the tram and the tram is down. The tram is not working. The tram is out of service. So what do? I start walking really fast because on their app, which I downloaded because I want to be prepared, their app says it's a 20-minute walk. Well, I had like 30 minutes to get to my gate at that point. I'm looking everywhere, and I asked a lady and she's like, yeah, you just walk and then you'll find your terminal. So I was walking and it took forever, and I finally see it. There's no one at the gate except for like one person at the desk, and it says last call boarding South Korea. I started jogging, running towards the lady. I think I scared her because here I am, like out of breath, sweating because I'm already running. I'm wearing winter clothes because when I land it's supposed to be cold in Korea, and I have been running through the airport with my backpack, and luckily I was able to check my other, I had 2 suitcases. I was checking one, and then they let me check my second one free of charge because they didn't have any space on the first plane. So luckily I had only my backpack, so I'm running to this lady and I was like, I'm on this plane, please don't leave. And she's like, okay. And then she checked my passport, she checked my ticket, and I was the last person on this plane before they left. It was terrifying. Been a lot of places and I've never missed a plane, and I wasn't gonna start that day because it's a very expensive ticket, it's a long flight, and I'm not gonna be stuck in Texas. Thank the universe. Thank whoever was watching over me, I made that plane. And I was sitting in the very last row, and it was just a guy and then an empty space, and then me vibing. So altogether, it was like a 20-hour travel day. It went smoothly, besides almost missing my flight. Everything else was straight. We were just chilling. I came prepared. I had my phone. I had my iPad that had Libby on it. Shout out to Libby. You can download free books from your library. Support local libraries. I had physical copies of books because I'm really into reading right now. And I had Netflix downloaded, a couple new shows, and then of course the screen on the seat in front of me, like the back of, you know, the airplane screen. I'd go into like an hour of sleeping, and then I'd wake up and watch a show on Netflix and read a little, and then an hour of sleeping. So I just kept kind of doing that on the plane until we arrived. And then I got off the plane, and it was immigration first. When I got off the flight, it was, the airport's so clean. It was quiet. It was like 4 or 5 p.m. There was like no one in this airport, and this is like a huge airport, but it was a gorgeous airport. So I go through immigration. They stamped my passport, or actually it was a sticker, which is really cool because every other place I've gone, it was a stamp. There was a sticker for immigration. Then I went to go get my 2 bags, and then I went through customs. There was like no wait for anything. Everything was so fast. Actually, I didn't even have to go through and see anyone for customs because I didn't have anything that I wasn't supposed to have. Just cruised on through. Then I waited in like the pickup area for about an hour until Nick could come get me because he hit some traffic. He picked me up. It was so cold and rainy outside, and there was a couple things that I noticed.
The sidewalks have strips of lights that will turn red when you're not supposed to walk and green when you are. They do the same thing as in California, where if there's a car in a parking spot, the light turns red, and if it's open, it's green.
I saw our car for the first time. We have a cute little white teeny car, and it has little ladybug bumpers on the side. Everyone has those because the streets here and they're like alleyways are really tight because people just park on the side of the road. Like literally it's a lane and they just park and they don't care. It's not a parking spot. It's literally a lane, but they park there. Our 45-minute drive back to our apartment, and then Nick surprised me when we got to the apartment. During the week when he's working, I'm just at home. I'm looking for jobs online, so if anyone knows of online careers or online jobs that will hire you working anywhere in the world, let your girl know. Please drop a link below. I would love to have a remote work from home job so I can work on base, but it's kind of hard to come by. So if anyone knows anything, please help your girl out and put it in the comments below. So some activities that we've done. We went to the Suwon fortress, which is this huge fortress. It has a lot of history. It was really interesting to look at it because it is so huge, and there is a point where you can walk all the way to the top and overlook the city of Suwon.
After you go up some really steep stairs, you are rewarded with the beautiful view of Suwon.
Just a cool experience to kind of feel like you're back in time, but also see all the modernization of the city below you. So in South Korea, most people don't use the maps that we use in America. So they use what's called Naver Maps. And so when people send addresses or pin addresses, it's through Naver. I will link all the Naver links down below. I'll try to link any websites or blogs that I've read that were very helpful, because blogs have really been helping me a lot. I translate a lot of this stuff on my phone, but translation's not the best. If you are planning on coming to South Korea, which I highly recommend, you can definitely check those out, and those will be super helpful because that's what's been a guiding light for me since I've been here. Nick has never been on a gondola, he's never been skiing, he's never been snowboarding, tubing, nothing. So I found Snowyland in South Korea. It's at a ski park, and we got 2 tickets. Then we went up the stairs to the left and got on our gondola and got some really cute pictures from that. And it took us to the top of the mountain where they have Snowyland, which is technically for kids, but I mean, adults can do it too. There's like really big rafts, like literally rafts you'd use down the river, and they have these huge ramps, and there was about like 5 or 6 maybe different kinds of ramps and sleds to go down, which I mean, again, it's for kids, but I mean, I had a lot of fun, and I think Nick did too. And here's us going down one of the bigger slides. I definitely recommend it. It was about 40-ish US dollars a piece. After Snowyland, we went to Dreamy Camera Cafe, and it was near the ski park. It's a huge camera building in someone's yard. They were former pilots, and I guess her husband had a love for photography and cameras, so his personal collection is inside the building, but it's also a cafe. So I got a coffee, and then when we walk in, here's some videos of what the inside looks like. The owner gives you like a little list, and you put your top 5 things you dream of, like what are your wildest dreams. Like, and she takes that paper and she files it, and she has everyone who's ever been there, and she has little files, and they're all upstairs, like you can go upstairs and see them, little files of everyone's dreams. And then she has a book of it, and you can read people's dreams and the date that they were there. But she takes the paper and she puts it into a machine and makes it a little sticker. Let me show you guys, hold on. These are little sheets that were made into stickers. I haven't stuck them anywhere. I kind of don't want to because they're just so precious. I don't want them just to be in one spot, but it's just a cute little reminder of what we want to achieve in our future. Little dream list I put: to travel all around the world, to own our dream home and animals, to start my dream business, to learn and be fluent in ASL, which is American Sign Language, and to live a happy, healthy lifestyle. And then at the end it says, now you're about to seek your dreams. Is there anything you want to say to yourself? And then I got this from someone else's because I didn't know what to put, but they said, stop thinking, start working. So I thought that was cute because I just dream a lot and I think a lot, but I need to kind of put those actions into the 3D, into the universe. So stop thinking, start working towards your goals and to your dreams. Then on Christmas, we went to Nami Island. This place was so magical. I was manifesting so hard that it would snow, because Nami Island with a full blanket of snow is just so magical. And on Christmas Day, like, come on. In 1966, Nami Island was separated from Korea, so it is Namiseom Republic. Hopefully I said that right. But you need to pay for a ticket to get on the island, but they call it like an entry visa. It was, I think, 16,000 won, which is about like $13-14. Then you get on a ferry ride, and then it's about a 5-minute ferry ride, and it's super fast, and you can sit inside or you can stand outside and look at everything around you. It's really pretty. And then once you get to the island, there's a lot of stuff to do. You can stay on the island. They have little cottages, and they also have a hotel. We were there for, gosh, I don't even know, it was like half a day. There's a lot of restaurants on the island. They have campfires everywhere, so you can warm up your hands. Also, they sell marshmallows, and then you go roast them in the fire pits. There's a lot of places to like build snowmen and see the trees are like the main aspect of Nami Island. They have a couple museums on the island, a lot of gift shops. So there's just like a lot to do. It's actually a pretty decent sized island. There's frozen waterfalls. There was just a lot to do. It was a lot of like nature. I just loved being outside, and then it was lightly snowing, and then there was snow on the ground. And one thing that I love about Nami Island, well, there's a lot of things, but is that every season it looks completely different. That was one of my favorite things that we've done so far. It was a 2-hour drive from us, so there's that. It was a long day, but because we were over in that area, I've heard of the Garden of Morning Calm, and that was gorgeous as well. We went during the day, so it was like 4:30. It was freezing cold. We were freezing. We were not prepared for it. It was way colder than it was on the island. Essentially what it is a huge garden, and again, like Nami Island, throughout the seasons it is gorgeous. They'll have flowers, then they'll have where the leaves are changing, and we were there when it was snowing and freezing cold, but it was so gorgeous because we got to see it during the day. And as soon as It hit 5 o'clock. The lights came on. I recommend doing what we did because get there close to 5 because it's busy, but it's not too busy. As soon as the lights turn on, start walking through the lights, taking your pictures. There's the tunnel, and then there's tons of lights, like an amazing, beautiful light display. We're out of there by 5:35. As soon as we were leaving, that place was packed. There were so many people coming through, and that was at 5:30. So I recommend getting there 4:30, 4:45. As soon as the lights turn on, do your thing, see your stuff, unless you're okay with crowds. Book it. That's my experience of the last like 3 weeks being in South Korea. Hopefully I can take more vlogs now that I bought more storage for my phone. Next up will be a house tour, and I'll show you guys around our little apartment because it's really cute and it came with a plant, and I'm really excited. So see you guys for that. Bye.